If you're an entrepreneur or a 3D designer, you're going to want to know about these new types of Metaventures that are going to be available for you in the Upland Metaverse. Utilizing your properties in the Upland Metaverse and your skills as a 3D designer in Blender can be a great way for you to earn money in the Upland Metaverse. In this video, I'm going to go over these two types of Metaventures that are coming in the near future.
I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland Metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland Metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset.
The first type of metaventure are blueprints. We are starting to see that Upland is creating a lot more different types of structures that can be placed on different properties. Their long-term vision, however, is that the main type of buildings that can be created in Upland will all be user-generated. Upland has had a number of competitions in the past, providing players with the opportunity to design new types of structures that will be parts of different cities. But these blueprint metaventures will enable people to do this without having to wait for Upland to create some sort of a contest. Players will be able to design their own buildings and issue these blueprints to other players who can then use those to construct them wherever they like. Upland recently launched one neighborhood in Bermuda, and there were 3 different types of structures that were exclusive only to that neighborhood in Bermuda. And you can see here this property by Wisdom Truth, which he has decorated here on the water, which is really cool. And it shows one of the different types of these different structures. So just imagine that you as a creator, you can start designing blueprints for different types of structures that can be used within Upland. The second type of metaventures are mint shops. And before I talk about these in detail, you can find more about all of the different types of metaventures that you can open in the link in the upper right hand corner or the description below. On the Upland Guide, you can learn about all of these different types of metaventures and not only the requirements, but also the process required in order to register to get one of these metaventures. So what are mint shops? By now you're probably familiar with factories, and factories require Sparklet, which is formerly Spark, in order to quote-unquote manufacture or create NFTs that can be placed on your property. These are things like 3D map assets, structure ornaments, vehicles, and maybe other things that can come in the future. Mint shops will be used to manufacture legits. One example of legits is this rare World Cup ball from the very first World Cup that was won by Uruguay in 1930. This NFT can be collected and even sold in Metaventures, and in the future we will be able to hang these on our virtual walls inside of our homes. There are different types of legits that can have different utilities from different Layer 2 games or other contests and partnerships that Upland has, and the possibilities are really endless. Another example that Upland is going to be rolling out shortly is going to be consumables as part of car racing, where you will be likely able to either purchase or somehow obtain different types of legits that can be used within racing as boosts or other obstacles that you can use when competing against other players. The main difference in manufacturing these types of legits NFTs as compared to some of these other items that are created in factories is that in these mint shops, you will actually have to spend your Sparklet in order to create or manufacture these items, whereas using factories, you are staking your Spark in order to construct these items. Up until now, players are familiar with the fact that Sparklet, formerly Spark, is something that is non-transferable, and you can only increase the amount of Sparklet that you have in your account. This new feature will bring about the fact that you can actually deplete the number of Sparklet that you own by spending it in order to create different types of NFTs. The big question is, how much are these going to cost in order to create, and what happens to the Sparklet after it is spent? Upland has said that it's still not decided what is going to happen after the Sparklet is spent. It may be removed from circulation, or it may somehow be placed back into circulation and bringing this Sparklet back into players' hands so they can start to create more of these legits. So if you're a creator or an entrepreneur, these are some great opportunities for you to start creating different user-generated content items that can be utilized in the Upland Metaverse. If you're a skilled artist looking to partner with someone who has some valuable properties all across the Upland Metaverse, feel free to reach out to me. Even if you just have questions on how to get started, the Upland Guide is a great resource, and my DMs are always open for questions.